What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind. Get on board. We're soaring on top of
Hello everybody. Hello there and welcome to another live stream. Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to continue flying the A310 in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. We're going to continue our training on the A310. Need to nail flying this thing to some degree. I want to remind myself of it. It is an easy aircraft to land, so I want to get a good landing or two. But we'll continue flying in the A310 in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I will put a poll. Let me put a poll. And it's the same question. Which simulator would you like to see me fly in next? Which simulator would you like to see me fly in next? Yep. XP12 or MSFS24? Start that poll. There we go, everybody. Anyway, welcome to the live stream. Without further delay, let's just get started here. We are currently in Kuwait Airport, Kuwait International, and we're going to be flying on over to Hamad International in Doha. So we have a free scenery for Kuwait International from flightsim.to installed, and I also have the Inibuilds Doha scenery installed, both the city and the airport. The Kuwait one, it's the city and the airport from flightsim.to. They're both on, to be honest with you. This is probably one of the best free sceneries available out there in flightsim.to, with the airport and the city included. Great scenery there, completely free of charge. And it also adds an airport that's actually not in Microsoft Flight Simulator. In Microsoft Flight Sim, it's OKKK, and this one changes it to OKKK. So it's definitely a must-have if you fly in this region. Even in general, it's a definite must-have. And the other scenery is a paid scenery, an expensive paid scenery of Doha International Airport with the Doha City Pack. And I have to tell you, the City Pack and the Doha International Airport, as much as they're expensive and they're paid, they are pretty good. They are good and I enjoy it. It's one of the few scenery purchases I definitely do not regret. I'll do it again any day. It's freaking amazing. So can't say the same about Inibuilds Doha though. I mean Inibuilds Dubai though. I do have Inibuilds Dubai installed as well, just the airport. I believe the scenery is something else. But the Inibuilds Dubai is a different story compared to the Inibuilds Doha. But yeah, definitely Inibuilds Doha is highly recommended from me. Anyway. That's enough introductory chit chat. We've got, unfortunately, my dynamic, my registration has written over the default airport registration. I apologize about that, guys. I apologize about that. I do. I mean, we should have the option to change that without having to restart our flight by being Microsoft Flight Sim. I don't think we have that option. Let me take a look. Settings. No. We don't, guys. I'm sorry about that, Al. I apologize. Okay. Let's jump into our cockpit and get this flight started. I've been yappering on for quite some time now. So let's just get in here and get this beautiful aircraft started up. Shall we do that? Let's go to the tablet. Let's go to our connections here. We want some external power. We have it. Chokes should not be deployed. I also want to remove them from here as well. Okay, we can take a look around the aircraft. Why not? So here it is. Beautiful Inibuilds A310 for Microsoft Flight Simulator that you can get by default in the sim. Absolutely beautiful texturing. Check it out. The engines, particularly of this aircraft, are just incredibly nice. Like, so good. I love it. And this is a default aircraft. I love it. I love it. This is probably the best default airliner that we have. Texturing work is brilliant. The tires are smooth and round, no polygons there, none whatsoever. Just brilliantly done. Very, very nicely done texturing work. Look at it, just absolutely brilliant. You cannot hate on the A310's texturing work. As much as I don't like this aircraft and the way it looks kind of funny, but it's a wide body jet that's just short, a stubby wide body jet, so it's kind of weird because you expect it to go on forever and then it doesn't. Yeah, about the length of an A320 or so is what it reminds me of, even shorter maybe, and yet it's wide body. But yeah, beautifully done aircraft, just absolutely stunning. So this is probably the best default airliner that you have in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. It's definitely brilliant. I cannot lie, it is brilliant. Check it out, my gosh. Damn, that's good. Yeah, once again I apologize about my custom registration sticking over the other one. I know that's not nice, but for today we're stuck with it. I'm not gonna restart the sim for that, restart the flight for that, but yeah, beautiful. Just a beautiful aircraft. EM, big and has cargo modification. Agree with you. Does it have cargo modification? I don't think there's a cargo variant in the simulator EM. But welcome to the stream, man. How are you doing? Welcome. Alright, let's jump back in. Let's go to the GPU once again. Let's go up here. I apologize about the noise. This aircraft is noisy. It has that weird alarm there. I apologize about that. Let's turn on our batteries. Arm that emergency lights. Put on those nav lights. Turn those on. There we go. I'm going to leave these buttons here, the probe heat and the window heater for now. Let's turn on oxygen supply there. Ground control on the flight recorder. And let's align our ADIRS or IRS systems. Now, this is a fairly detailed model, accurate detailed model, but it doesn't have circuit breakers. So it's an expert level simulation of it, but it's not exactly fully study level is what I would say it is. Okay. It's pretty cool though. Apart from the circuit breakers, I'm pretty sure nearly everything is modeled, and it's pretty cool of an airliner. I don't know about the flight model. I think it's fairly good, to be honest with you. It has a fairly good flight model as well. I'm not sure if it's custom. I hope it is. But yeah, we've got all those stuff going on right now. Let's come down here. Let's go to our init page. Today we are flying from OKKK. Sorry about that, guys. Having a little bit in the way of... Okay, let's fly on towards OTHH. Let's put that in. I'm gonna press align IRS here, and I need to wait for the IRS to align before we can proceed. So we're gonna just wait for the IRS to align, and then we're gonna jump back into the cockpit and see what we can do. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay. I don't know how this chair moves every time, but it is magic. Anyway. Let's jump back into the flight deck here, and it's still not aligned. For the love of God, how long are you gonna take before you align this damn thing, man? God damn it. Alright, still waiting. IRS in alignment. Let's go down here. Let's go to our sim brief plan. Passengers of 199. Let's put that in. Again, the stupid thing. Okay. Cargo of 10968. Let's put that in. I'll leave it there. Fuel of 23564. It did have great range, this aircraft, huh? It must have had with that much fuel. I'll leave it at 23464 for today. There's our plan. We're gonna apply that right there, and that's done. Come to performance, and we can begin calculating this in advance, because why not? There we go. We've got our performance data. Okay. So we're just waiting for our IRS to align, which is gonna take a while here, I suppose. Let's go up here. Yeah, we can't turn any of this on until the IRS is fully aligned. That's one thing. And the other thing here is, no matter how many times I try to do this, it doesn't really work. So I don't know. Je ne donne no pas. Oh, there we go. IRS has been aligned. Now we can go up. can turn these things on. They should stick. There you go. They have stuck, I'll say. So let's come down here. We've got everything done here. Let's input our sim brief information here. Flight ID as usual, I'm gonna use FDNX. Clear that. Cruising altitude today is 27,000 feet. Cost index today is 111. I don't care about this. Next page. Block fuel today, according to the tablet, is $23,464, which is 23.5. So let's put that in. Zero fuel weight 222.6. That's good enough. We can put that in. And you've got that done. Okay. Let's go to our flight plan. Out of OKKK 33R. No SIDs available here. Box 4F is supposed to be available, but not for this one for some reason. In our A310 we don't have it, and I don't care, so we can just insert that. That's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Into Doha, what arrival are we using? Haya 34 right, ILS 34 right, Haya 1 left. Got Haya 2 left. And none of this matters, man. Let's just go and insert that. Who cares? Flight plan discontinuity there. We're gonna clear that out. And we've got our flight plan just like that, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a vector. I'm leaving the vector in there for now, but we're good. Let's go to takeoff and approach speeds. Come to our performance here. Flap setting 15. 147, 147. Shut up, Meg. Four seven 147 148 on V2. Can put that in. 148 on V2. And there you go. What else do we need? Flex 67. So we're gonna set that up right here. Flex takeoff 67. There you go. That's good enough for us. That is good enough for us. And today we're landing into runway 34 left, so that's okay. Okay, let me set up little nav map here. I'll show you guys little nav map as well, so you can take a look at the route. Out of OKKK, I know that's the departure we are supposed to follow, but we don't have a departure, so that's okay. We'll just go to the flight plan. Just gonna delete the procedure there. Okay. And border 7, is that the one we're flying into? No. What is this? Yeah, that's more like it. That is the correct flight plan. We don't have that departure available to us, so I'm just gonna remove that. Let's remove that. Okay, then we fly directly all the way into Doha using what? Higher 2L is the one that I said. ILS approach 34 left. Insert. I believe it's 34 left. I don't know. High 2L, 34 left. Yeah, 34 right, never mind. 34 right, high 2 left. Let's put that in. I don't even have that over here. So this one's on a different database than our little navmap database, so we're gonna have a little bit of a problem there. Doesn't matter, we're not too worried about any of this. We'll figure a way out eventually anyway, so. Okay, there we go. We've got our ILS system here, 110.10336. Let's set that up right now, because why not? Let's put that away. 110.10. Alright, 110.10336. Oh, 336. So we go the other way. Oh, too much. So, wait, what is this? 110.10336. All right, fantastic. That finishes that up for us, and let's go to the APU now. Let's fire up that old APU right here. Wait for that to go away. There you go. We can start our APU. We can turn on the APU bleed in advance, because why not? While the APU is firing up, let's press B on that. Get our altimetric pressure there. Correct. Let's turn our FD on. Okay, they're both on. 148, 10,000 feet initial climb out altitude. Runway heading today. What is our runway heading? I don't even know what the runway heading is. Where am I taking off from? I don't even know what the takeoff runway is. Takeoff runway is 33 right. Is 331 degrees. So 331 degrees. Okay, we gotta scroll a lot, but let's do that. 331. There you go. Alrighty, let's select nav there. Let's select profile there. That is my bad. We need to turn these two on. Those fuel pumps will feed the APU right there. Good. Hello there, Mr. Anas. How are you doing, man? Welcome to the channel. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm good, man. How are you doing? How are you doing? We've got everything set up here. I think we're ready to get on out of here. We are. So we're not gonna use our pushback here today, obviously. 33 right. We're not gonna use our pushback. We're not gonna use GSX today, because that kind of messes up the landing gear of the aircraft for some reason, because I have the option to raise the nose gear enabled in pushback, and that kind of messes up the nose wheel landing gear and all that stuff in this aircraft. So we're just going to use the built-in one here. So we need to go with our nose to the right, so let's go ahead and begin that pushback. Shall we do that? Let us prepare for takeoff. Let's push this back, yeah? Put that away. Stop and back. There you go. We are pushing back, ladies and gentlemen, and whilst we do that, let's go up here. Turn on all these fuel tanks because we need them, and let's go towards beacon lights on. Strobe lights automatic. All of these can go on now, and yeah, let's go ahead and go to crank A, open that up. Let us turn our aircraft now. There we go. Nice and easy, right? Let's go back and pull that straight out. Let's flick open our fuel control there. There we go. Just stop that pushback right there. Okay, engine's looking good. It's coming to life. There we go. Pushback disconnecting. Very nice. Alright, so there's a summary of our flight plan, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to put that away for the time being, obviously. There we go. Oh, wait. Hold on, guys. I need to show you guys the thing again. Give me a second. I'll do that. I have the wrong nav map loaded up. I'm so sorry. I have the wrong nav map loaded up. I am so sorry. This is the X-Plane nav map, not MSFS. Okay, let's get back in here. Let's go up here. Let's go there. Let's open that up. There we go. Let's come down back. We're waiting for N2 to rise here above 10% at least for me. I can flick that open. So we'll let the engine start up here. Okay. And while it is, I'm gonna come to little nav map one more time and show you guys that we do have stuff available today. So yeah, we can redo this. So runway 34 right, we need to have high 2 left. Which one do we have? I don't know. But we have this inserted in there. And then out of this one, we do have departure procedure. No, we don't actually. Never mind, we don't. It's the same flight plan. It's the same flight plan. Made no difference. But here we are. We're gonna taxi on towards runway 33 right. Looks like a long taxi, but we'll be okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that away. Come back here. Let's go to position 15-0 on the flaps. That is slats 15 and flap 0 for takeoff. That's what we want. Let's go auto brake a full on max there. Let's go overhead here. Put this to ignition off for the time being. Put our taxi lights on. And everything else here looks good and ready for us to get on out of here. Engine bleeds. We can turn off that. We can turn off our APU as well. We don't need it. So everything else is working the way it should. Yeah, we're good. Our batteries are working. Everything is working. It's good. Excellent. Hey, let's come down here. We should have put this on XPDR. We've done that now. And it's Airbus, so we have to arm the speed brake as well. Let's release that parking brake now, ladies and gentlemen. And we are rolling. We are rolling. Okay. There's a Silkway. What is that thing called again? Silkway? What is it called? I forget what it's called. Yeah, Silkway. There's a cargo. Very nice looking 747. Maybe I should fly that in X-Plane 12 for SSG. But so far on my little poll here, we've got 100% MSFS 2024. Really? Thought you guys... I thought flight simmers like X-Plane 12 more. But here we are. What is our landing altitude into Doha? I'm pretty sure it's close to 0 anyway. But still... What is it? It is literally 11 feet and we have nothing to adjust over here. We're looking good. We are good. I don't even know what this does, by the way. Oh, I see it now. It's a light. Anyway. Let us taxi a bit more properly. Let's get ourselves. Let's give it a bit of throttle there to get ourselves going here. Ladies and gentlemen. What am I doing? What am I doing, huh? Let's go to some cinematic mode here. And let's taxi ourselves to runway 33 right. There we go. Turning it around. There we go. Let's give it a bit more juice here. Love the classic Kuwait livery, just love it. Love the retro Kuwait. Can't get enough of it. Taxiing a little quickly here, but I don't really care. Let's yeah, we got a couple more turns here and there. And we got a, it's a long taxi, it's a fairly long taxi, yeah it is. Okay, I need to turn to my left. I need to turn to my left right here. I'll do that. Get passengers holding on to their armrests here. Would you look at those two classic Kuwait aircrafts there, parked into oblivion. There are some aircrafts baked into the ground. Obviously it's free scenery. I could probably fix that myself. Yeah, I can actually fix it myself. I should. I'll fix it. Let's go to the left once again. Like so, right here, as a matter of fact. Ta-da! Now we just keep going till we are ready to make our next turn. It's nice though. It's a lovely airport for a free airport. It's very nice. Could use some minor adjustments here and there, but apart from that, it's freaking amazing. Hello there, Codays. Welcome to the live stream. How are you doing, man? Welcome on board. Welcome on board, everybody. Welcome. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's gun it along here. Because why not, right? Why not? Okay, we're not really gunning it. It's about 28 knots that we are traveling at the moment. Okay, maybe I'm gunning it a little bit. Very lovely. Yeah, that is a quick taxi, but looks beautiful. Alright. Let's see if we can make this turn here. Yeah, we were too fast to make that turn. My apologies there for that hard break. Okay, we got a vote in for X-Plane 12, which I love. X-Plane 12, huh? I think Kuwait Airways probably has my favorite retro livery of all time. My Coffee, hello there. My Coffee says not 24. Alright. Cast your vote. We shall see. Right now, X-Plane 12 isn't looking too good at the moment. It's like we're gonna have one more stream on MSFS after this. But here's the thing. The next stream is completely dependent on the poll for sure. I'm gonna go with the poll for the next stream, but in the stream after that, whichever simulator is now gonna win is the one I'm gonna fly, because we gotta switch it up, right? And in that one, I'm gonna give you guys a choice of aircraft to pick. So yeah, for now we're gonna pick the simulator in the next flight, in the next stream, and then in the stream after that you guys can pick the aircraft. I like these little polls, they're very nice and interactive. Always nice. That way I can also think of a few options and prepare for them, and then outsource the actual decision to you guys a little bit, and that's kind of nice as well once in a while, right? Yeah, we're zooming along here. Almost there now. It's the end of the... It's just a straight taxiway all the way till the turn off onto the taxi, onto the runway, sorry. It's pretty much that's it. So do not worry, it's just that the runway is a pretty long one. It's like 12,000 feet, 11,400, so it's a pretty long runway. But yeah, we're past about 60% of it already, so we're good. Almost there. Hang in there. Hang in there, ladies and gentlemen. This aircraft is absolutely very, very enjoyable to take off and taxi and all of that, I have to say. It's very nice to take off with it. It's a little bit funny on the ground handling, as you know, most aircrafts in MSFS 2024 are, but it's not as bad as the others. There are aircrafts that are good, but this one is like somewhere in the middle for ground handling in 2024, but honestly, underrated aircraft, probably because it's free. People don't really like to fly this stuff, you know, but it's definitely a good default aircraft, and that's not something I often say about 2024. Definitely the best airliner. More than likely, I'm 90% sure it is. The best free airliner in 2024. Which isn't too shabby, is it now? Which isn't too shabby by any means, anyway. Alrighty, we are coming up on third last turn off. Still got a bit of way to go. This runway, huh? It's okay, we're at the end now. We're at the end. Check it out. Yeah, we've just... Okay, since we are not going to be doing anything funny here, we're just going to turn off and go straight in there. We can begin some preparations. Landing lights on, please. That can go to takeoff. Strobe lights can come on there. Let's go down here. That can go to TA straight up. We are almost ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Almost ready to go. Just turn ourselves in and we are good. Take our wide body jet. This is the shortest wide body jet that I am aware of. Shortest wide body jet that I'm aware of. Alrighty. Alright. Let's go. Obviously, its autopilot is not as great because it is an older system. So you need to continuously provide corrections and stuff to the autopilot to make it work. That is not an issue with the aircraft. That's just how it is, I believe. Okay. There we go. Let's line that up nice and easy. And let's push that toga button right there. Start our clock. Off we go. It will automatically adjust the thrust to the flex temperature. The flex thrust setting. Let's get out. We'll also check out Kuwait City on our way out. We'll be able to see it. 147 VR. Oh God. Sorry, I wasn't checking. I'm very sorry about that, guys. Let me just rotate and get out of here. There we go. My apologies for that. I looked away for a second. Get up. My apologies. There we go. Gear animation is very, very deliberate, which I love. Okay, let's turn ourselves out here. Looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Looking very good. Alright. The reason I don't want to give it off to the autopilot yet is because we can see Kuwait in front. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? That is a free, completely free scenery that we have available from flightsim.to for Kuwait City, and it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful is what it is, okay? We can put our slats up now, we don't really need it. Okay, you know what, let me just give it off to the autopilot right now. Autopilot on. God, I've got wires everywhere. Give me a second. I'm just sorting something out. My apologies once again. Alright, okay. Good. Wires everywhere. Okay, we can put the gear down to the off position. We can bring that back down. Everything else is looking good. There is Kuwait City. Can we see Kuwait City? No, we can't. Let's just go to that view. We're having a, there it is. We can spot it somewhere. Where is it? There is Kuwait City, ladies and gentlemen. This sounds a bit funny. Actually, the sounds are great on this one. The code is, the sounds are actually pretty good. That is kind of what it sounds like. It is a nice city, isn't it? A really nice city, Kuwait. Very nice, and it's free scenery too. Are we doing a return leg today? Well, would you like me to do a return leg, or would you want me to carry on to a separate one? How about that? How about I do... Let's turn this off. How about I do another flight after we reach Doha? We can go on to fly towards Dubai or something. You know? So return leg, or we can fly on towards Dubai or something like that. Sure, if we can do that. We can do that. You know what? Today I think we can do that. We have time today. We have some time today, so I can do that today. Coming up on 10,000 feet. Let's go straight back up to our cruising altitude, which is, I don't even remember. I think it's near 30,000 feet though. Oh my god, so I'm gonna go for it. We'll continue to climb out here. 50,000, what am I doing? Let me check the FMC, I forgot what it was. It's not too... What? What was the flight plan? What did it say? 27,000 feet, my bad. But let's do deboarding and onboarding together. You can't do it together. You can't do that on GSX. You can't do deboarding and not as far as I'm concerned, you can't. So you gotta wait for the deboarding to finish and then you gotta wait for the onboarding. You can't do them together. Besides, I'm not using GSX today anyway, so it doesn't really matter, right? Well, I could use GSX a little bit once we arrive for a bit of immersion there. Continuous relight on. I mean, like, don't restart the flight in the sim. No, I'm not gonna restart the flight in the sim. I'm just gonna land into Doha and then start the next flight right there and then. I don't need to restart the flight in the sim. I don't need to exit the flight. I don't need to exit the session. It'll be multiple flights in the same session. Obviously, I'm not going to leave the session. 27,000 feet. We're climbing out towards it. Our flaps are up. Our gear is in the right position. Everything else is looking pretty good. That is done. Landing light is still extended though, so that can go back to retract position. The relight can actually come off now. We don't really need it. The passenger signs can come off. This can go to automatic. And we are looking perfectly clear on our ECAS. Alright, looks good. Where is our transition altitude? I believe it's already passed. Yeah, it does have a more immersive feel. I agree with you, and it's one of the things I hate about MSFS is once you reach an airport, you can't just change the aircraft without leaving that scene. You can do that in X-Plane. You can do that fairly well in X-Plane. You can't do that in MSFS. But yeah, we're gonna use the same aircraft today, so we're gonna fly on from Doha towards Dubai, so we don't need to leave. We don't need to leave the session, which is good. Okie dokie. We have definitely passed our transition altitude, so I need to set this to standard. So let me just pull for standard, and there you go. 2992 set correctly. And there you are. We are looking good. Let's go to some cinematic view here. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get on some cinematic views here before we look into fast forwarding, obviously. Yeah, check that out. Very nice. I have to say, it is beautiful, isn't it? I have to say, it is beautiful. Oh, got a bit of drizzle going on. A bit of drizzle. The only thing I find weird is that the streaks go the other way sometimes, but it's okay. Maybe that's the wind, who knows? Looking good, man. I like these. I like these a lot. Yes, yes, some good views. Some good views. Another thing I like about this aircraft, when you turn your wipers on, it actually clears the thing. It doesn't just do nothing. You know what I mean? So yeah, pretty cool. Very nice. Yeah, it's a detail that a lot of aircrafts are missing in MSFS, but some aircrafts do have it. This is one of them that has it. So when you operate the wiper, it actually clears the water droplets and water off the screen, which is the whole point, right? The rest of the aircraft, nothing happens. It's just so stupid that there's no interaction between the wipers and the water. It's not that big of a deal, but for me, it's something that kind of annoys me. It's a pet peeve, if you want to call it that. Alrighty, look at that. Just clouds everywhere today. I was not expecting this. It's live weather, but not live time. But yeah, looking good. Kuwait Airways, eh? Very nice. Very nice. Let's go ahead and check out the cinematic view here. We do have some way to go today. It's 1 hour 30 minutes for the block time or the flying time. What is it? Let me check. Flight time is an hour, so we need to fast forward for sure. We do need to fast forward for sure. We will get to it once we reach our cruising altitude, which is literally 2,000 feet from now. Anyway, let's just enjoy the views first, and then we'll fast forward. Check out some let's take a look around the aircraft, and then we'll check out some external views as well. Look at that. Had this bird been a little bit longer, I would have found it very beautiful. As beautiful as it is, it's a little stubby. It looks like a, I don't know, like a elongated, it looks like an elongated raindrop. In a way, right? Yeah, in a way it does. From certain angles it does. Kind of disproportionate for my taste, but it's alright. Stubby. Chunky little aircraft. In case you guys are able to hear some noise in the background, that's an actual aircraft passing overhead. Pretty cool. Oh yes, look at that atmosphere. Yeah, it does look fat. Look at that, especially from this view. It looks like a goldfish. I'd like to save a new view for this. To zoom out a little bit more. And give it a bit more of that distancing feel, you know what I mean? Yeah, we want to give it that. So I'm going to go there and save that view, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me while I do that quickly here. Let me do that. Save it. And there you go. Good. We have reached our cruising altitude. It is time for us to go ahead and deploy some... Oh, we are in icing range. As long as we're in icing range, we want to put these on for now. Okay, so we'll leave those on till we're out of that icing range. We're gonna go ahead to go to sim rate now. Let's do into 4-speed. Let's go back to some cinematics here and enjoy this flight a little bit, shall we? So today, since I have time, we are going to go ahead and perform a longer flight here today. We'll do that. We shall do that, everybody. Yeah, that's what it always looks like in fast forward flyby mode. Look at that, like it's a jet. Man, I am so sleepy right now. My eyes are just shutting by themselves. Good lord. Pilot asleep on board. Je suis sleepy. I don't know how the French say it, man. Forgotten all my French, so I think what I need is some cafefe. Cafefe is coffee, in case you're wondering. I want some cafefe. But unfortunately, I cannot go make myself a cafefe right now. Una cafefe. Una café. Oh, we are pretty much we're moving at blistering speed here, so we gotta be careful. Where is the top of descent? What the heck? Let's go into one speed already. Let's jump back into the flight deck. Let's jump back into the flight deck here. We have missed our top of descent, have we? It would appear so. Nah, not really. But we're supposed to be... Yeah, we are 210 at higher. Let's do that. Let's just begin our descent. Let's do that. Flight level 210 at higher. So let's just make that happen. Alrighty. There we go. It's lunchtime. I have to go. Peace be with you. Catch you and everyone here later. Peace be with you. See ya, man. Hope you have a good lunch. Might still be flying when you're done with lunch too. See you around. Speaking of lunch, I think I need to give myself some hot dogs. Got a couple of hot dogs. I want to throw them up, get them nice and toasty, and I unfortunately don't have hot dog buns, and it's a little too late to get hold of hot dog buns, but maybe I could just adjust with bread for today. I have a couple of slices of cheese. Throw some cheese in there. And there you go, some sort of a hot dog sandwich, if you would. I think that's what I'll have in a bit after I finish up with the streaming. There you go. We've got our... Yeah, there it is. This time around, since we are looking good here on the VDEV, our vertical profile is looking pretty good today. Although we're slightly under it, we're looking okay. This aircraft does not do a good job of maintaining the profile, by the way. It usually does not do a good job of maintaining the profile. See what I mean? When I pressed profile, it just whoop, went straight down in there. It doesn't do a good job of it. It really doesn't. So when you press that VDEV profile button, it just kind of just, you know. Hey, look at what it's doing. Like, it's very weird. It's a weird aircraft. I don't want level change. Nobody asked for level change. It just whoop. It loves to do extreme stuff like this. I don't get it. I never do, but I just flatten out that descent. We don't need to be descending like madmen here. Higher at 21,000 feet. Are we gonna make it? Kinda not. We'll just go back to profile mode then. Let the aircraft descend then. We'll go down 21,000 higher. Velum at 19,000 feet and hopefully we make it. I don't know. I don't know what I've been told. Yeah, let's just figure it out. Let's just find out. Yeah, it is pretty decent. It is pretty decent. Let's head back in there. Check what's going on. Yeah, we'll be just fine. We don't need the antis anymore, so let's turn that off. Center tank fuel being used. I don't really care. Everything else is looking good. Okay, since we began our descent, we can do low on the auto brake here. Can arm that up. And since this aircraft is quite unpredictable, let's turn that on. Let's turn that on, and then what we need to do here is what do we do need to, we have only been flying for 22 minutes and we're into our approach into Doha. Obviously the thing is meow meow meow. Oh, EM. We've been flying for 23 minutes here, but you know, we're about 20 minutes more towards landing, which is not too bad at all. If we can get down to the right altitude at the right time, everybody. That's all we gotta do. That's all we gotta do. But we're looking good, but unfortunately visibility is not good today, huh? We might need the ILS to bring us in, so hopefully that works properly here today. Look at that, we are almost flying over Doha. We are technically flying over it, over Qatar at least. Incident ATC in DCS, I mean that. Let's take a look. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. By the way, pilots say that to ATC? Really? They do? Why do pilots say that to the ATC? Why? Oh, there we go. We're coming in nice and easy over Qatar. Just 47 nautical miles direct distance to Doha. Let's take a look inside here. Are we looking good? Yes, we are. Our altitude is looking good. 190 at Velum. Is that gonna work? Oh my god, I forgot to set our altitude, didn't I? Where are we descending down towards? We're descending down. Oh my god, this is 27,000 feet all the way. Top of descent is all the way up here. Sadly or not, but not professional. Say what? It is not professional for them. Interesting. This doesn't make any sense. I think our arrival procedure is a bit crooked. Yeah, we got a bit of an issue here. We're way too low for where we need to be. I'm just gonna go altitude hold. We're way too low. Way too low. I'm just gonna hold 20,000 feet for the time being. I don't know what has happened here, but we are too low. Oh yeah, I don't know why we had to descend. There's a duplication of the... that's what's going on. There's a duplication here. You see that? There is a duplication. We got Lubak again. So everything from Haya, Velum, Bhutan, Shilby, normal, Data, Levex, Kubar. I don't understand how this thing works. Is there a duplication or there isn't a duplication? I don't see one. Yeah, it looks fine. It's just we are too low at the moment. Ah, it's okay. It's okay. We'll be fine. We will be just fine. Those were altitude restrictions, man. God damn. I'm such a fool. You know what? Let's just climb back up. Why don't we let's just climb back up. Let's go straight back up to 27,000 feet because we've still got some ways to go here. I should not have descended. It's too soon. It's too soon, everybody. It's too soon. As a matter of fact, we don't begin our top of descent till a long way down here. We got so much distance to our top of descent, we might as well go back to fast forwarding. Our top of descent is right here. Yep, I see it. Our top of descent is right here. We might as well fast forward through this on. Yeah, let's do that. Let's fast forward through this 27,000 feet climb there. Let's go ahead. Made a little mistake there. My bad. Let's just go back to our views. Let's just go back to our views. It's a very long and twisty arrival and approach procedure, and I got that mixed up. My bad. I mixed up the altitude restrictions with actual target altitude for VDEV, and this should have been an indication that we are under VDEV the whole time, so my bad. My bad. I apologize. Do we have fast forward? Where is fast forward? Yeah, thank you. Let's do some fast forwarding. When it gets to the top of descent, we'll talk about it. Now we're just climbing back onto its 27,000 feet. Again, we're back in the icing range, so I'm gonna go up here and do that. Good. We are reaching 27,000 feet now. There we go. We'll flatten out our climb there. Brilliant. It's much better. Much better. Yeah, a little mistake there. Still not used to that display, huh? Got confused by that display right there. My bad. Got very clear weather here. Not very clear, but fairly clear weather here as we come into land into Doha. So that is pretty cool for us. Yeah, we're going by very, very quickly here. That's very good. Our final descent altitude now, we can turn that into the MCP, is 2,500 feet. Let's put that in. 2,500 feet, not a problem, right? Since we already reached that altitude, not a problem at all. And let's go 2,500. I will do that in a bit, why not? There's our topo descent coming up. Our topo descent is coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Near Oxago. There we go. That makes more sense. Our aircraft is struggling. The autopilot struggles to maintain this properly, but it's okay. Yep. Right here at Oxago, we'll stop that fast forwarding right there, and then we'll resume normal flight. We didn't miss much, luckily. The time does not actually fast forward, by the way. Something to note, the time does not fast forward. So the time that you're seeing here is the actual time that we've been flying for. Alright. Good. Let's go into one on that. Now we can get back into our flight deck and we are ready to go. So 2,500 on this. Let's set that up. We 2,000. How the hell do I set 500 on this? There we go, 500. There we go. VDEV is coming up. We need topo descent. Let's try that. 3. Actually, we still got some distance there. Yep, pretty good. Pretty good topo descent. Yeah, there we go. Let's check our progress page here. That we need to put something in there. All right. Topo descent coming up. Are we gonna descend automatically? Doesn't seem like it, huh? Okay. Come on, descend. There we go. We are descending, and we are descending rapidly, ladies and gentlemen. But this is our actual descent now. But this is very rapid. Look at that. Good Lord. It descends like a madman. Anyway. 25,000 feet. We're supposed to be at 26. What the heck at Lubak? That's past. We're supposed to be at 13,000 feet. Above 13,000 at Bayan. And 10,000 feet at Cated, 13,000. Okay. I think we'll be okay. I think we're gonna be okay. Let's find out. Let's find out the hard way, shall we? Managing descent on this is a problem. It's genuinely a problem. How are we looking on the VDEV? Now we're under it. Soon we'll be over it. Then we're under it. It's very erratic. Very, very erratic. So 21,000 feet. Let's take a look. Buy-in 13,000. No way we're making 13,000 at buy-in. You're crazy. 10,000 kitted at 13,000 kitted. Yeah, we're not making 13,000 and kitted. I don't think so. Unless we dip that nose. Which we seem to be doing, to be honest. Check it out. Check it out, everybody. This region is very nice, even in FSX, all cloud, sand, mountains. Yeah, it does look good. This entire region is amazing. It's pretty cool, isn't it? In MSFS, this area. You know, there is a way to make this even better. There's that map enhancement, Google Maps injection. That kind of makes it a little better. There is our OTHH. Inibuilds Doha right there. Okay, there it is. The scenery looks good though. I like the LOD on that. That's very nice. Although I hate the ground textures as usual in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. It looks good. Are we getting a tutorial soon, says Codace. Tutorial on the A310? Yeah, you will be getting a tutorial on the A310 soon for sure. For sure. You'll also, especially since it's a free aircraft that's there for Microsoft Flight Sim, everyone can use it. I'll definitely be doing a tutorial on that very soon. We've also got, there is the city of Doha. We'll see that a little better when we come in closer. Have you flown the MD-11 TFDI? TFDI MD-11, I don't have it. I don't even have it. I only have the MD-11 by Rotate. I have Rotate MD-11 in X-Plane 12, but I don't have the TFDI in MSFS 2024. I do want to get it, of course, but, you know, budgetary constraints for the time being. But I would love to get it. Yeah, but I do have it in X-Plane 12 and I have flown it. It's nice. I would like to get the TFDI one. 13,000, 11,000. I think we can make 11, can't we? Barely. See, still, it's a bit odd. This entire vertical profile management on this aircraft is a little bit funny. Aren't you earning yet from YouTube? No, man. I don't make a dime from YouTube. I don't make a dime from YouTube yet. Well, I'm nearly there for the first stage of. I'm nearly there for the first stage of monetization, which is just allowing me to do super chats and stuff like that, and memberships. If I want to make ad revenue, like ad revenue because of watches. The views, sorry. That is, for that I need 1,000 subscribers. So for now I'm close to getting monetized on the first level, which is just the super chats and the memberships and stuff. So it's gonna take some time if I want to start making money. The views are okay. The views are okay-ish. I need to start making more videos for that, but the views are okay-ish for the time being. Yeah. Streaming is going well though. That's just because of you guys, but still. Eventually you'll get there, you know, it's a slow progress, slow grind, but yeah. Hopefully I start earning from YouTube at some point soon. Lazy guy, keep posting, I see. Well, do you have a Patreon? I would love to support. Well, that's very nice of you, Codace. I don't have a Patreon set up yet. I can do that. Yeah, I know, the Patreon. I'll set it up. I'll set up a Patreon. I've been thinking about setting up a Patreon. I had some other websites set up for tips and stuff. It doesn't work. But I will set up a Patreon. Okay, we don't need antis anymore. I need to remind myself. Let me write that down. Patreon. Yeah, I'll set it up and I'll put the link and everything, you know. And soon you'll be able to have memberships and super chats and all that good stuff in my stream as well. So there's something to look forward to as well. Very soon you'll have all of that stuff. Okay, we're getting in closer and closer to our arrival, actually to our approach. And if we take a look at this, we've got a manual vector here, which is good for us because we can use that opportunity to stabilize on a nice little altitude and stuff before we turn into runway heading. Which one cuts less for you, Patreon or YouTube? I think Patreon cuts less than YouTube. I'll have to check. And those special videos to share it with your subscribers, once I get into that membership area, I'm gonna ramp up live streaming, and there are gonna be a lot of members only live streams and members only videos and all that stuff, you know. The main issue I have with videos, I just need to sort out my editing, and I will. I'll get to it. I'll start posting more videos. Yeah. But Patreon should give me more of the cut days. I appreciate it, man. I will set it up. But anyway, soon there will be much more ways of supporting the channel and interacting and all that stuff, you know. Plus, once you cross 1,000 subscribers, just watching is gonna get you somewhere. That's pretty cool, right? Second part of Sabah to those days, you make epic flights with interesting aircrafts. I agree, EM. I agree. I used to make some cool videos. I'll restart that stuff. I have a lot of ideas, no shortage of ideas. But the execution is something. Even the execution's not the problem. It's the editing that's usually what kills me. I can't do that. Keep going ahead, huh? Well, thanks for the love. Thank you for the love, man. I don't know how much longer I can push through, but we'll see. I'll keep going. I'll keep going as long as possible. And if I start earning, then I'll just, you know, I'll be able to just do this full time, and, you know, then I'll probably be streaming like, I don't know, 12 hours, 10 hours a day or something, making videos. If I'm not making videos, I'll just be streaming. What else is there to do, right? What else is there to do? Okay, there you go. We're crossing down through 10,000 feet. We need to turn that on right there. We definitely need to set it to local pressure now. Our local pressure is 2975. That's great. Use those AI tools for your convenience. AI doesn't. I don't have access to the AI tools that I need to be able to edit properly. So I'll see what I can do. I'll figure it out. Oh, much appreciated, Codays. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. The tutorials and the jet flights. I will definitely be making tutorials. That's not going to slack off anymore. The tutorials are going to keep coming no matter what. And then those jet flights too. Oh yeah. I've got some crazy stuff planned for the jet flights too. Now that I've got my hands on a good jet, the Hawk T1 is perfect for a lot of good stunt flying, as the channel used to do before. So I'll come back to those. I'll also be revisiting the Concorde. Some cooler aircrafts like the Antonov. We'll be revisiting a lot of stuff. So I'll be going through a lot of that stuff, and we can have lots of fun together with that. Okay, so what's happening right now? We're on that vector there. I'm gonna continue flying on this vector for some time, just till we descend down a little bit more till 3,500. I wanna make sure that we can catch the ILS properly this time. That's an issue I have with this aircraft, because it's not as sophisticated, you know. It doesn't have all the accuracy of modern autopilot, so we gotta be a little bit forgiving with it. We gotta be a little bit patient with it. So there's the airport in our background right there. I believe that's the airport. Come back around. What do we have here? I think we're looking okay. Speed is a little low. We can drop our slats if I want to. Why not? What speed does it prescribe here? 220. We can go down. Going down to slats 15 flaps 0. This aircraft has an interesting slats and flap system. Goes all the way from 30 on slats and 40 on the flaps. Very interesting. Where are we? Where are we? We are still on that vector. Okay, still trying to descend here. Down towards 3,500 at least before I want to make that turn. I know there's a discontinuity. That's okay, man. That's okay. I just want to hit that 3,500 before we turn around, or at least make sure we have enough room to turn around accurately there. That's all I'm trying to do. That's why I'm using that vector right there, just to fly out a little bit before we turn back in. So yeah, I think we've given ourselves enough room. We're in 4,900. I think we're good. Clear vector. Clear the discontinuity. Go back to that. Now we're good. Go to nav. There we go. Go to that. There we go. Good. I think you probably will, but what's up with the discontinuity? Ah, yeah. After you have, when you have a vector, you usually have a discontinuity after that, because you need to tell the aircraft or the FMC what to do after it when you reach it, right? So we've just done that. It's all good. No issues. No worries. Let's come down here to our takeoff approach. We're obviously landing with full flaps today, 30-40. MDA 200 as usual. I'm not really worried about it. Final approach, not yet. We will take a look at that in a bit. We need to be at 2,500, don't we? Position height 200, please. Thank you very much. Where on earth are we flying towards? Ah. Okay, we're about to turn into Lagma here. We should, hopefully. Let's find out. Let us find out. Are we holding altitude at 2,500? We are. Okay, we're holding altitude a little earlier, but that's okay. I am not too worried about it. Let's see what this aircraft does with the nav mode here. Let's see what it does. Where's the airport? Is it that far? It's pretty far, isn't it? Yeah. Screeching sounds there. The vote. After 6 votes, MSFS is still leading. 33% on X-Plane 12. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we should have turned by now. Since we're not turning, I'm just gonna go in manually. Where is the heading stuff? Let's just turn in here to go to heading select. Let's go back there. Let's go to ILS. As we turn in, let's go to ILS. 346, that's fine. Let's try and capture the localizer. Let's try and capture the localizer. There we go, lining up with the runway. I want to go off to the side a little bit like this. Localizer has been... Yeah, our DME has come to life, but the localizer hasn't yet come to life. That's okay, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Now we should be fine. We'll fly this way and then let's see how the localizer treats us from there. Yeah, there we go. We're good. We should capture localizer. We got our DME here. 24 nautical miles. Still a ways away though. There we go. Flying in towards Doha. Very nice. Can't really see the airport just yet. Not really. These annoying breaks in the terrain that we have in MSFS. Very, very disruptive. Especially over water. They have these annoying lines, and that's something that is a big problem for me. I really don't like it. Okay. Localizer caught. Our aircraft is turning in wonderfully. At about 21 nautical miles, we're good. Alrighty. Good. Since the localizer is caught, we can go to land mode. Wait for the glide slope now. For the first time, we've got a stable, what appears to be a stable approach in the A310, which is great. Which is great. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Mr. Juan, that is so wonderful. Alrighty. Oh, there's a turn happening. What is it doing? What is it doing? Oh, it's just lining up with the localizer a little better. Just a little bit. Oh, we can see on top there should be the glide slope. We'll catch it soon though. Cat 2, this is a Cat 3. This is a category 3. Maybe if we flip open both the autopilots at the same time, we'll have it. 17 nautical miles, we're good. Yeah, we're looking okay. Yep, no issues. Ooh, SkyDolly. Oh no, we can't do SkyDolly just yet, can we? What's glide slope has been caught? It says glide slope has been caught already. Okay, it's interesting. Let's see how this thing works out. Final approach. Let's go final approach. Flight plan 220, 220, 220. I don't want to go 220. That's crazy. Let me go down in speed now. Let's refer to what our speed is supposed to be. What is our speed supposed to be? 132 for approach. So yeah, we've still got 12 nautical miles to the runway though, so I'm not gonna go that slow this quickly. Let me just go below there, put that flap down now. We can come down to 15. We can come down to 195, 20 and 40. Okay, that's good. That's good. We can come down to speed 180 because that will help us. Go down with flaps and radio altimeter. Where is the radio altimeter? I don't see an RA graph here. An RA meter. Where is that? Do we have one? I don't see one. We do have radio on this. I don't know. Not sure. We'll see. I'm sure it has callouts though, so we'll be okay. 10 nautical miles. We should start. Oh, there's the glide slope coming into view. There's our glide slope coming into view. It should work. Let's drop our flaps further. Right before that, there we go. Let's go down to 160 now. Glide slope has been caught and we will be descending shortly. There we go. If we turn on both autopilots, we'll have auto land available to us, but we're not going to use auto land obviously. We have category 3. We can use auto land, but what's the fun in that, right? At least I know how the system works. It's good. Great. Fantastic. Glide slope caught. We are descending. Let's go down in our flaps all the way to landing flaps. We can put our gear down so that warning doesn't come out. There we go, gear down. Very slow gear drop. Very nice to see. There we go. Apparently we are too high. See, it's not very good at maintaining this. I have both autopilots on. It's a Cat 3 and we're still above the glide slope. It's not very good at maintaining vertical profile. It really is not. SkyDolly, thank you very much for reminding me, Mr. Ernest. We are on with SkyDolly now. Let's go to all our lights, make sure they're all ready. We'll put that on. I'll put that on. Everything else up here looks good. Auto brake set. Ground spoilers arm there. That is all good and we are ready to land. Just like that. But you see, it just can't get the glide slope properly. Like, why? Right, I should take manual control right now, but I'm just wondering if the glide slope is going to come back into life here. That's all I'm wondering. Sorry about this, guys. I just want to check. Is it going to come back to life or not? Nope. Oh god, how do I turn off? Okay, my aircraft.
Sync rate.
Nope. Again, I waited too long.
Sync rate.
Nope.
Sync rate. 200.
Ignore the warning.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
There we go. Reverse on. So I have no idea what happened there with the autopilot, but we did make a landing. I was looking for this. I had the yoke hidden. It does have the auto land feature. I don't know why it was making so much. I mean, I do know why it was making so much noise. What I mean is, yeah, I should have taken manual control. I should have reduced the speed. That is my fault. I figured it out. It's because of that. Yeah, we managed to save the touchdown, but what happened there, ladies and gentlemen, is that I forgot to set the speed down to 130. That is the reason why it wasn't catching glide slope. There you go. And I started getting confused. I'm like, why isn't it catching the glide slope properly? It's because I didn't set the speed down to 130. Instead, I was still flying in at 160. I was going to land in at 160. And that is where the problem was. But nonetheless, we're okay. We're okay. We made it on the ground. Nice and easy, right? Let's put that back down there. We can turn that off, that can come off, that can be there. Runway turn-offs can come off. Very nice. In addition to that, let's go down here. Let's put that on XPDR. Not standby, XPDR. Come on, I'm gonna lose my taxi here. Ah, it's okay. We're okay. Yeah. Still made one mistake though. Still made one mistake, and that was the final approach speed. I did not set it. I did not set it. But yeah, we've made it well into Doha. You know, every time you change aircrafts, it's so difficult. This always happens with this, by the way. Whether you used... I had low auto brake and I did not even apply any brakes on landing. And it says that. It always does that. I also like to test systems like you. When it works well, that makes you happy. Yeah, it does. It really does make you happy. But yeah, getting there. That was much better landing. Again, I'm getting used to the aircraft now. You know what I mean? Once you get used to a certain system, it's very difficult to knock out of it and get used to another one. It's very difficult. So yeah, so pretty cool though. Pretty cool. So one mistake today, and that was the final approach speed. I believe I can correct that. Alright, Okay, how long is this stream? It's 1 hour 40 minutes at the moment. We can do one more flight, especially since it's a short little hop there. I can do one more. Let's go quickly into Dubai. How about that? We will go quickly into Dubai. Okay. Again, that's a real aircraft in case you guys hear any noise. Okay, let's firstly take ourselves in here. There we go. Nice and easy. Now we're gonna park this up and then we are going to... One thing about me, I don't have control over the braking power, so I'm just gonna put it right there. Parking brakes on. Yes, it is. Alrighty. So let the brake temperatures there cool down. It can do its thing. Let's go ahead and take a look at our landing replay because we need to do that, right? We'll do this and then we'll shut down our aircraft. We'll deboard our aircraft and then we'll put in sim brief plans for Doha to Dubai, and we'll get on from here towards Dubai. That'll be my first two-leg stream in forever. So we'll do that today. We'll fly on to Dubai as well. Okay, let's try that. Alrighty. So to do that, firstly, let's clean that up and let's stop the recording on SkyDolly, and we have it. It has worked. So I'm rewinding it at the moment. There we go. Let's go check out the landing replays quickly. Ideally, I should be done within the next 1 hour, but I don't think I will be, so that would be about 1 hour 15 minutes maybe. Hopefully I can wrap it up in the next 1 hour 15 minutes. Or 1 hour 20 at most, because I do need to... Okay, let's check out the landing replay. Alright. Should have held on the nose gear, but we were coming in too fast for that. We were coming in way too fast for that, so no shot. No shot of that. Let's try that. Let's see how that went. But this landing wasn't bad though, we know it wasn't. What is Elevatics telling me? Elevatics tells me it's minus 259 feet or 0.97 G, which I feel is a lie. Let's find out. No, might be right. Yeah, if it wasn't for that last minute mistake, I think would have had a perfect landing, but that extra 30 knot on the speed did obviously affect the landing. So that was the only little issue we had. There we go, coming into land, nice and easy. That's a great view right there. Oh, come on, get out of my way, you stupid aircraft. Oh, there we go. All right, nice. Oh, thank you, Codes. Thank you, EM. Thank you very much. It's pretty fun. Ignore that Dreamliner or whatever that was. I just decided to come in there. Let's try that landing again because it was spoiled by that Dreamliner. Alright, there we go. Definitely not bad at all for 30 knot extra. That's not bad at all. Okay, wonderful. Now we have to check out the cabin views. These views are also very entertaining, so we can check out this view here. Somewhere up here, let's play it. Very nice head movement on that. Very nice camera movements, huh? Alright. Let's try that from inside the cabin. Shall we do that? Yeah, let's try everything. Why not? Let's try this. I like how the A310 has perfect compatibility with SkyDolly. Obviously, it's a default aircraft technically, so still. Oh, yes. The physics, the camera physics is just great. The camera physics are just great. I love it. I love it. So cool, right? Just great. I love it. It's so realistic right now. It is so realistic. Yeah, let's try this before we try one more view after this. Yep, the cabin view is amazing. Just move our camera a little bit to the side here. That's it. Yep. There we go. Very nice. That is excellent. Alright, one more view. Then we can go back to our parking and begin our turnaround here for today. Let's try this view. Isn't the reverse thrust showing up on the replay? Oh, the reverse thrust doesn't show up on the replay. Interesting. That's interesting. It did show up on the first few replays. It just doesn't show up now. That's okay. It doesn't really matter. Okay, let's go back to where we left off our aircraft. We've got a Qatar 787 or something tailing us. A350 probably, I don't know. There we go. Close that. Reopen SkyDolly now. In preparation for the next flight. Okay, let's head back into the cockpit where pretty sure the brake temperature is waiting for us. There we go. And a lot of settings will be out of whack here. We can turn that off. We can turn on the APU now. And strobe lights can come off. That can come off. A lot of these things will go on during replay mode, so don't mind that. Bring that off there, bring that off, bring that off. I know our engines are still on, but whatever. APU bleed, everything else is looking okay though. Alright, let's come down here. That is on XPDR. And speed brake extended, really? It's not anymore. Alrighty, good, excellent. Let's go up to our tablet here. We can go ahead and connect up the GPU so we can shut down our engines. Just like that. Let's move there so you can see. Very nice. We have to take a look at Doha Airport while we're here. That's mandatory, so we'll do that. We'll do that. There we go. Nice and easy. A lot of stuff is going to do that. That's okay. That's okay. Oh crap, I didn't switch to external power. That's okay. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. We don't need to realign our nav systems. We're good with that. We can turn these off for now. Okay, we'll leave these on nav. That's okay. This is fine. This is fine. This is all good. That's all off. That's set. That's set. That's set. Good. We are ready for turnaround. We are ready for turnaround, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and do that. I actually want to turn these off for turnaround. I'd also like to turn off my fuel pumps for a bit. For turnaround, just to give them a little break, you know what I mean? APU needs these two though, so we'll leave those on. But yeah, everything else here pretty much good. Let's go ground control on the that right there. This is already on. That's fine. Okay, great. Let us go ahead and get started. Let's go to SimBrief. Firstly, let's go to GSX. Request deboarding. Hopefully that works. Let's check that out. Whilst our aircraft is deboarding and we are enjoying the views of the deboard, let's go ahead and set up our next flight, right? Let's go ahead and set up our next flight and then we'll take a look at Doha and stuff like that. Alrighty, although we've looked at Doha so many times. Yeah. Anyway. New route, or do we'll just edit it? We'll edit this and we'll have our new stuff ready to go. Okay. We'll swap those two. We'll go to OMDB. Either we go to OMDB or we can go back to Kuwait. No, let's do OMDB. OMDB is shorter. So OMDB here with pounds and everything, and that's good. There you go. We can generate this flight plan. Also to Vute 3C, that's fine. Wait, Vute 3C is a very twisty arrival into OMDB. I need a little nav map here. That is a problem with OMDB. OMDB has a problem like that. Let me see. Okay, I'll generate this first and then we'll pop open little nav map. Let me check the map here. I should have checked the map here. Let's see if it's a very funny looking arrival or not. Yeah. Oh. I want a straight in the it's okay. It's fine. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not as bad as OMDB arrival procedures can be. So we'll leave it exactly the way it is. Let me go to my little nav map, download our new flight plan here as deboarding begins. There we go. Nothing found for Vute. We'll work with that. Not a problem. Not a problem. Let's go to OMDB. Departure procedure, runway 34R. You have OMDB also from Inibuilds Flight Noob? Yes, I do. I have the Inibuilds OMDB as well, which is not at all as nice as Doha or Inibuilds. Inibuilds Doha is great. Inibuilds OMDB is not that great. So 34 right, let's go in there, which is sad because Dubai is my home airport, but now it's more become like Doha because I freaking love it. I think we have to shift the channel home airport from Dubai to Doha here, so because it's freaking good. And I'm so used to coming into Doha at this point, so used to flying into Doha. Alright, 34 right, Alze 2E, we have 3E, that's okay, who cares? Put that in. Insert that, and then we've got Vute 3C into OMDB. I'm not someone for accurate, or rather up-to-date nav data because I feel like that's a waste of money, to be honest with you. You know, I'm a flight simmer, you know what I mean? I don't need the latest up-to-date Navigraph data to fly. It just doesn't make any sense. That looks so cool. It does, right? All this, the view with all of this going on looks really cool. I really like it too. Okay, let's sort this out now. 30 left, runway 30 left. We've got Vute 3C, Vute 4C is available. That's good enough for us. And obviously for ILS, we're gonna use ILS 30 left here, and there's only one. Great. There's our flight plan, ladies and gentlemen. Just like that, we've got a flight plan from Doha, taking us into Dubai. Nice and easy on nav map, as well as our sim brief there, ready for us to input and play around with. Okay. Now, there is another mistake I made, if anyone noticed that in the last flight. I didn't actually put in any waypoints. I forgot, once again, so used to importing SimBrief data that I forgot to do that. This time, we're not going to make that mistake. We need to make sure that we've got our data input correctly. So here we are. Let's actually change that nav bar now as well. Huh? Let's do import latest. And ta-da, we are now OTHH to OMDB. There we go. It's fun to do a turnaround. I'm enjoying a turnaround. It's fun. Okay, we'll go check out the airport in just a second. I'm just enjoying the view of our passengers deboarding here, because it looks pretty cool, you know what I mean? I know what we can do. We'll go into okay, we won't board the passengers using GSX because it's gonna take too long for us, so I'll board directly using the EFB, but at least we can enjoy the deboarding process, which is more fun in my opinion anyway. So it is fun, yeah. You gotta be are we on APU or GPU? We're on a bit of both. APU is still running and so is GPU, so we've got to haul ourselves out of here. Oh, we've got a refueling coming up anyway, so it's fuel is not really an issue, so it's fine. You can leave the APU running and the GPU running. Let's wait for these guys to finish loading up or deloading. And, we can get on out of here. All right. We'll take a look at the airport in just a second. Just a couple more minutes max, and then we'll go take a look at the airport. Okay, all that disconnection and stuff is happening. Final few passengers are deboarding or have deboarded, and yeah, let's go ahead and check out that airport, right? There we are. Ta-da! Just a more quick look there. Look at that. Very nice, isn't it? All right, let's take a look at OTHH, Hamad International. A lovely airport here by Inibuilds. To be honest, it's probably it's a great airport. I like it a lot. Particularly the end over there is amazing. Let's go there. It's freaking amazing. Shouldn't you begin boarding first? We're not gonna begin. We're not gonna board using GSX. We'll just board using the tablet instantly. That's much quicker because I don't have the time to be on the ground at the moment for this long. But otherwise, that would be a great idea, Codace. Otherwise, that would be a great idea. The reason I don't want to use GSX for boarding with this aircraft is sometimes it does mess up, and until I have a full grip on that, I don't want to do that just yet. But yeah. It's a beautiful airport. Let's not forget the glass dome here. Let's go check that out. Check it out. This is lovely. Lovely little greenery here. Look at that. You got your stores and it looks like a mall. Is it a mall in the middle of a... Dude, this is crazy good. Damn. It's lovely. Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. Okay. Let's head back in there to our aircraft. And we'll get started up and out of here. There's also the Amiri terminal up there that you can see. The Royal Terminal. So yeah, there's lots of features in here to check out, but we're not going to go through all of that today. There's a cargo area there that's also detailed. Everything is pretty much well done in this airport, so it feels very real. It even has the boarding calls, you know what I mean? When you're inside, you can hear the boarding calls once you park and everything. It's great. I've done that a couple of times when you park around those gates there. You can hear those boarding calls really well. Yeah, so it's really, really nice. Anyway, let's jump in here. Yeah, we know they're not closed. Okay, let's jump in here and get started. Oh, excusez-moi. There, let's go to our flight plan there. Me giving myself a little stretch there. Let's come down here first. Passengers today 173 to Dubai. Okay. And we got cargo of baggage only 9. What? Only 9,000, huh? Okay. If you say so. There we go, that's good enough. Fuel 22,000. That's plenty. That is in fact overkill. Oh, that's definitely good enough. Let's apply that straight to the aircraft just like that. There we go. We can go to our performance. Change parameters, populate from the latest flight here. There we go. Put that there. Let's come back to our flight plan here. We need to set this up here. In it, let's go OTHH / OMDB. Okay. There we go. Return to that and flight level. Flight level 21,000 feet. That's plenty. Cost index of 83. That's plenty. There we go. That's flight ID. We are gonna go with FDNX. What else are we gonna go with, right? I need to start putting that in here. I usually don't do that in SimBrief. It doesn't make much of a difference, right? But I really should start doing it. So we have the call sign and everything, but whatever. Next page, let's go up here. Block fuel, fuel at 22.6. Let's put that in. 22.6. Zero fuel weight at 216.7. 216.7. Zero fuel weight and everything. Zero fuel weight, center of gravity is not calculated for us. That's interesting. That is interesting. This time it's not calculated for us, huh? That is interesting. We don't have zero fuel weight, center of gravity. That is fascinating. Why don't we have that calculated for us? Let me try that again. Zero fuel weight 216. Takeoff gross weight 238. Yeah, we don't have that. We don't have that. Now this obviously is not the zero fuel weight one, but we're just gonna use it. What the hell? 22.3, right? We're just gonna use it. We'll still be able to take off, hopefully. Yeah, we're fine. We'll be able to take off. It's fine. Flight plan. Let's put in our flight plan correctly this time. All SAM. We're gonna put that. That is the end of the departure procedure there. I'm gonna put that in all SAM, and then from all SAM we're gonna use an airway of L305 all the way to Itbul right here. And once we reach Itbul, we've got another airway which takes us from M677 to Vuteb. Put that in here. Come on. Vuteb. Done. And then that's it. Okay, let's go to our departure here, which is going to be, I'll say 3E. We're going to use 3E today, not 2E. We don't have that. 34 right. Insert that. Go back to the flight plan. Go all the way down. OMDB. Arrival into Vute 3C 30 left. ILS 30 left. Thank you. We need Vute 3C. We have 4C. That is good enough for us. We're going to insert that. No transition today. Insert. And we have our flight plan. Once we insert that. Okay, we got a little bit of a discontinuity there. That's okay. We're just going to clear that up. Ta-da! Once we clear that up, do we have any more? Nope. There we go. That's done. Okay, we go to performance. We come up here. We come to our local pressure one more time there. That's looking fine. Let's go up here. And our nav is done. So these should work and stick. And they do work and stick. So there you go. We'll check our speed. Should we check our speed right now, or what are we doing? Yeah, why not? 146 is V2, so let's put V2 at 146. I have a feeling that's too low, but let's find out. Let's find out. 146. Let's come down here to our performance. V1, 145, 145. So let's put that in there. Let's put that in there. I like to use the SimBrief one. 146. That's all fine. This is all great. We're doing flex at 67, so we need to go down here. We come in here. We can just go down there. Flex at 67. Okay, let's do that. Flex 67, set. Done. Landing altitude at Dubai elevation. What is Dubai elevation? Let's find out. It is 9 feet. So we don't need to look at any landing elevation setup here. It's good. It's good. We're done with this. Profile, nav. Oh, wait. FD. FD on. FD on. Oh, not this. Nav, profile, both available. What is our runway heading? Runway heading out of Doha. What is it? It's 336. It's the same runway we just landed into anyway. So let's go on the heading 336. There we go. Oh, come on. Takes forever. I might as well just scroll. Let's just go. Ah, there we go. Scrolling is much better. 336 done. We are ready, ladies and gentlemen, for pushback and departure pretty much. Let's come to ground connections here. Just to make sure that our APU is actually on. Yes, it is, and it's available. Let's turn on this stuff. Let's turn on all of this stuff. And we can get on out of here. Let's just get on out of here. Okay, prepare for pushback and departure. There we go. Alrighty. Now let's start pushback. Oh, pretty much good. Can arm that as well. I think we're ready for takeoff just like that. That's a quick turnaround right there. But we're ready to go. Okay. Pushback, please. Pushback. And let me release that parking brake. Alright. Alrighty. Stop. Start. There we go. We have started off. Yep, we have. Let's go up here. Let's go to APU bleed. That's all on. That's all done. Let's go down here. Let's go to open that up. And it is open. There we go. Climbing. Let's turn our aircraft. Not yet. Good to go on the engine there. Let's go. Nice. Why did the pushback stop? Oh, the pushback stops here, but it continues pushing back. This is the problem with the default pushback. It's stupid. Well, anyway. It is what it is, right? We're gonna turn ourselves in this way. Continue that way. Pushback is like, that's as far as I'm going. The rest of it, you're gonna do it using my Phantom. Ghost pushback, that's fine. That's perfectly fine with me. We're looking good here. We're looking good there. Let's go to the other one. Open that up. There we go. Stop that pushback right there. Nice and easy. There we go. The parking brake right there. Let's flick that open. Tug says goodbye. Yep. Tug already did that for us. Auto brake max. Speed brakes armed. Time to go up here. This is still open. We're still increasing there. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to say goodbye to Doha. And would you look at that? There's a floating aircraft on top. FSLTL still hasn't nailed it. It's okay. It's good enough. It's free. So who cares, right? It's free. Okay. Is the engine good yet? I believe it is. There we go. Ignition off for the time being. Gonna cut the APU bleeds here. Cut the APU itself out. Gonna put on my taxi lights here. Put those on, which we should have, but there you go. Everything else here looking good. That is good, and yep, we are cleared. We are cleared, and let's this is still on XPDR, which it's supposed to be on, and we are ready to go. So yeah, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. There we are. Let's turn this and that on. Good. Now how to turn on the lights on this, I have no idea, but everything else seems good. Alrighty. Time to get on out of here. Go to a progress page, but we have nothing in there. Anyway, whatever. Flaps down to position for takeoff. There we go. Flaps are traveling. Release parking brake, excuse me. And give it a bit of oomph on the engine there, as I like to call it. Oomph. We are on our way. Give it a bit of oomph, oomph, and we're on our way. Alrighty, back to 67%, 6 votes still. Oh, okay, we still got 6 votes. We're ready to take off once again, ladies and gentlemen, and this time we're on our way to Dubai. I'm not gonna lie, it feels good to do a turnaround. Feels good to do a turnaround. Every time after I land, I get lazy. I'm like, I'm not gonna do another flight or something, or I have to leave and I don't have the time. Today I think it was a good day for this, so it's great. Give it a bit more oomph there. There we go. Let's turn towards our takeoff runway, which is the same one we landed in, obviously. Same active, or rather, yeah, same active runway. There we go. Nice. And easy. Thought the easy wasn't coming, huh? The easy's always coming. Okay. Very good. There we go, everybody. We're taxiing along here on our way to Dubai. Well, on our way to the runway first, but yeah. You get the point. We're gonna make a turn right here. There you go. turn, shall we? I'm just gonna turn here as well. And we're gonna turn here. Yada! Now we're just gonna taxi on towards the end of the runway. Towards our turn-off point. Be ready to go? Give it a bit of oomph. There we go. Okay, time for us to jump in here. Pump our brakes. And turn it in. Right there, ladies and gentlemen. Pump our brakes a little bit more. But I'm not gonna put the parking brake, I'm just gonna let the aircraft roll up there. Let's put that on. Let's put that up. Let's put that up. Let's put that up. There we go. We don't need these, but we'll put them up. Because who cares, right? And then from there, we need to put that all the way. There we go. We are ready for takeoff. Ready for takeoff. Just like that. Okay. Onwards we go towards Dubai. Let's do that then. Oh, look at that. An aircraft just landed right over our head. That's okay. Do what you gotta do, little fly. Yeah. We'll line up on the fly. We'll line up on the fly. Let's go. Let's start that clock as well. There we go. Alright, flex temperature is working as it should. Good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Codes. Thank you very much, Mr. Runners. Let's see how it goes. There we go. Time to rotate. And we are up and off the ground. There we go. Gear up. wants me to do such a steep takeoff. I don't really, not really in the mood for that. Look at that. Beautiful as we leave behind Doha there. I hate the way how the textures are in this stupid game. Alrighty. Enjoying some manual hand flying here. The only reason I keep it to the autopilot is so I can get some stuff done here, like the gear down. Oh my god, I forgot to set the cruising altitude, my bad. Let's go up to 10,000. My bad, ladies and gentlemen, let's go up to 10,000. Okay. Our cruising altitude is 21,000 feet, I believe, right? It's 21,000 feet. Yeah, it is. We'll work on that in just a bit. Let's go there, let's go there. Let's disarm the speed brakes there. Flaps need to go up now. They are up. Slats need to go up. There's no flap there. But we're good. Look at that. As we leave behind Doha right there. There we go. Isn't that a beautiful view? Just like that, we're out of here. Okay, back in here, going up to 10,000 feet. Let's see, let's check it out. Let's increase the range on that. There we go. Leave the range on that way. Everything else here is looking good, apart from we don't need these anymore. We don't need these anymore. The rest of it, all good. Might want to put this on continuous relight for the time being. It's supposed to be on continuous relight, I think, till 10,000 feet, and then after that you're supposed to switch it off. That's how usually continuous relight works. But I didn't turn it on before takeoff, so who cares, you know. We can turn that off. We don't need the brake fan anymore. There we go. On towards Dubai. Look at that. Coming up on 8,000 feet here. Coming up on 9,000 feet, sorry. Okay, let's go back into the cabin here. Let's just put in our flight altitude today. It's not that long of a flight, so I don't want any issues there. We're going to engage that. Profile, nav, auto throttle, all doing their job. That's all fine. 10,000 feet, about to reach 10,000 feet. Okay, this is all wonderful so far. Let's increase the range there. There we go, we can see better. 10,000 feet, we don't need these anymore. And we don't need these. There you go. This can go off, by the way. Done. Continuous relight as well can come to ignition off right there. Good. Done. Now we're just climbing out nicely towards 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and take a look at our cinematic views. Look at that. That's gorgeous. We can see a little bit of the airport there as we leave it behind. There it is. There's the full view of the airport as we are leaving it behind, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that, would you? Leaving behind Doha. Qatar. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yep, there we go. Open ocean in front of us. We're on our way. This is a short flight. It's not even going to be as long as the Kuwait to Doha one. It's much shorter. It's about 40 minutes flying time, which for us is going to be about 10 minutes till Doha descent if I start doing the fast forward, which I will in just a second here. But there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. I'm still climbing here. Check out some of these external views as we climb out. Nothing but blue, huh? Cruising altitude is only 21,000 feet. It's only 21,000 feet. That's all we're doing. Check that out as we make that turn. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that picture right there. I'll take a screenshot of that. Just all blue. soon as we hit 21,000 feet, we're going to use fast forward as usual, so we can get through this quickly. At least cruise part of it, obviously. Then we're going to have topo descent in no time for our second flight of the day. Nice and easy. I'm so sleepy, and yet I'm so hungry. So I think I have to make myself something after this and then hit the sack. Isn't that right? You know what's fascinating about this aircraft? It's the fact that at the end, the windows literally go up, like the seats go up. So it's curved. You see that? Towards the end of the fuselage, the windows literally go up. So I assume the seats also follow that. That's something we can check out in a bit. Very nice. Oh, got more people in favor now of X-Plane 12 as well. It's catching up to MSFS now. It's 43.57. Interesting. Okay, we are definitely at our cruising altitude by now, right? Let's check that out. Yes, we are. We have reached our cruising altitude. Everything is looking good. Everything is looking wonderful. And in that case, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and start up that fast forward. Now, let me just make sure that I know where top of descent is, which is right after Inibuilds. It's after Inibuilds that we need to worry about top of descent. Great. So there you go. We've got that going. And let's go ahead and have some cinematics. It's always a close call between MSFS and XP12. Obviously, I don't have the amount of viewers to have a more accurate sampling, but still. An effective sample size is not possible with my kind of views, but still, you know, you always tend to have a 50-50. Alright, topper descent is coming up right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go into 1 speed just like that. I told you, very short flight. So there it is, coming up on Inibuilds there. Let's talk about what we need to do here, don't we? Alright, topper descent coming up. Let's talk about our final descent altitude, 2,000 feet. 2,000 feet, copy that. MDA as usual, we'll do 200 and we approach 132. 2,132, set. Done. For the aesthetic, it's going to be MSFS, otherwise it would be X-Plane. Alright. Alright. Let's go down to 2,000 here. So we'll see how it goes. It's currently standing 57 in favor of MSFS. 57.43 in favor of MSFS. So let's see how that pans out for. $2,200. So what we said is our descent altitude. Or is just, oh, what happened there? Or is it just 2,000? Oh, it's just 2,000. Oh, I deployed this by accident. That's what happened there. Oh. Okay, let's see if the topper descent begins automatically, which I doubt it will. It's supposed to in theory, but I think this goes by Airbus logic. It's not going to do that, is it? It says descent. See, it says descent. And then it goes away. There it goes. It says descend again, about to arm, and then it goes away. So I don't get that. What is it trying to tell me? Is it trying to tell me that descent is starting or that I need to arm descend? Which one is it trying to... Oh, it is working. It's descending by itself. Yay, I just needed a little more patience. That's all I needed. There we go. It's descending by itself, but poorly. See, it's descending by itself, but it's doing it poorly. That's what I don't understand about this aircraft. It's a funny one. Auto brake here. Let's go to low. We'll arm this, because why not? Since it's a finicky aircraft, let's go and turn those on. We're looking good. And now we're way past that. It's such a weird aircraft when it comes to the way how it deals with autopilot. Inibuilds 210. Are we gonna make 210 at Inibuilds? Yeah, we already did that. Dixam 210. We're gonna be just fine. It's okay. I'm just gonna let the aircraft do its thing. There we go. We can already see land. We can already see UAE and Dubai coming into view there. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. It's a shame 2020 has better ground texture resolution. The resolution of the ground textures are better in 2020 than 2024. I mean, that's the only way they were able to improve the level of detail in 2024. It's because they had to cut down those textures, but in my opinion, they went too far. I really don't like the blurry ground texture resolutions in 2024. I always say this on almost every flight. But that is one problem I have with it. Okay, we're alright for the time being. Our descent is getting steeper, but we're still above our ideal vertical path there. Dixam VUTEB must be below 12,000 feet, which I don't think we're gonna make. We're not gonna make below 12,000 feet on VUTEB. I'm just gonna let the aircraft do its thing for the time being. I'm not gonna interfere in it just yet. We'll see. Maybe it's time for us to reduce the zoom on that. Definitely reduce the zoom on that. And further. Yeah, there we go. we're not gonna hit 11,000. Below 11,000 by VTEP is not possible. This aircraft does not have a very good profile management. Below 12,000, no. I don't see it happening. As long as you stay on top of the altitude while descending, it's great. It's freaking amazing. Alrighty, let's get back in there. It's been a lot of okay. What is happening right now? Low walk under 11,000. Not gonna happen. This aircraft can't make that, can it? No, it cannot. So yeah, we're blowing through all the altitude constraints. I'm not really going to influence it too much. I could obviously deploy the speed brakes. There's things I could do to make sure we hit those altitude constraints, but I'm just gonna let this aircraft go for the time being, because we do have one turn to make. It's a long loop around approach into Dubai, not a direct straight in approach. So for that reason, we do have some time to figure ourselves out if we do come in too high. But there we go. Let's see how it goes. Normally on my channel, I don't do multiple legs during streaming or return legs or any of that. And the reason for that is very simple. I don't get very good economies of return on it. Economies of return? What am I saying? I'm loopy. I'm saying I don't get very good economies of scale. The return doesn't make any sense. So it's much more, I get much greater returns if I just do single flight streams, multiple ones, rather than one larger stream. And that's the reason why I usually don't do multiple legs or return legs on the stream. And the reason why it's like that for me right now, and I have a diseconomy of scale if I do longer streams, is because my viewership is still small. The audience is still tiny. Once that grows, I'll be able to do multiple legs on the same stream. I'll be able to do multiple flights on the same stream, even longer streams, and it will be worth it. It will be just fine. So yeah, I need to grow that audience first, and then I can, once I grow the audience, then I'll be able to do it. But for now, the longer the stream, the less return I usually tend to get from it. More than one flight in a stream, I get less from it. That's just how it goes. Alright, Dubai has come into view, ladies and gentlemen. There is OMDB there. There's the city of Dubai, the downtown area, the main buildings. We can see right there. We've got the palm on the side there. Very nice. Okay, we also have eyes on Sharjah Airport right there as well. So we're gonna go in straight into the land there. We're almost gonna fly we're gonna fly parallel to the airport, parallel to the runways of the airport that way, over the desert, and we're gonna come back around and land into runway 30 left today, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, 30 left or right? It's 30 left, yeah. So we're gonna go back around and come back and land. So yeah, let's see how all of this goes for us. Let's see how it goes. For now, we're looking okay though. For the most part, we're looking okay. Heading down towards 2,000 feet. Now we are supposed to be at 8,000 plus 8,000. We're supposed to be above 8,000, and we are just about making that. Now we are under the ideal vertical profile. This aircraft can never maintain vertical profile. Forget about it. Let's just enjoy the views for a bit. What is cinematic mode? Cinematic mode has gone a little bit crazy. There we go, stabilized it. Looking good. What the heck is going on? Something is wrong with this. ChasePlane has upgraded the streams for sure, but right now I'm having an issue. Yeah, I'm having a serious issue right now. Yeah, my controls are screwed up. Oh, I know why. Never mind. That was not a ChasePlane issue, ladies and gentlemen. I pressed slew mode by mistake. In my long history of pressing things by accident. There we go. We're all right. Yeah, ChasePlane has definitely upgraded the streams for sure, Mr. Rannis. That is something I would have to agree on. ChasePlane makes it fun. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Slew mode, yeah. It's because I have the controls for cinematics right next to the control for slew mode, and I keep pressing it by accident. I need to stop doing that. Alright, we are looking so good right now. Plenty of aircrafts around as well. We are descending quite a bit. Let me go check out what's happening in the cockpit in a bit. Still good though. Okay, let me jump into the cockpit here. Let's go towards flight mode there. And for now, 4,500. Let's have a look. See, we are way too low now. This aircraft is so annoying when it comes to the way how it manages freaking altitude. I hate that. Its profile mode really doesn't work, man. It's rubbish at maintaining a proper altitude. Okay, so we're gonna hold altitude for some time now. And when I reach near Uldot is when I will let this aircraft kind of do its thing. But until then, we're just gonna hold altitude here because it is way too low as it is. Way too low. What is our speed at? Yeah, Uldot 222. Okay, fine. That's good enough for me. Very nice. So we're turning around. If you guys want to see that on little nav map, there you go. Here we are. We have come in from the ocean. We have going over the sand over here, the desert. And we're going to turn around right here and into the runway we go. That is what's happening right now, Mr. Anas, if you need some clarification. That is what's happening. I'll put that away. There we go. It is quite nice, isn't it? Very nice. I like it. I like the slight tint that the passenger windows have. It's also pretty interesting. Look at that. Heading towards Fujairah? No, we're not gonna go that far. We are not going to go that far. But in a way, we're about to make that turn. We were heading towards Fujairah. Actually, we were closer. Right now, we are closer to Fujairah than we are to Dubai. Right now, we are closer to Fujairah than we are to Dubai. So that's interesting. So you might be right. Right now, we are closer to Fujairah than Dubai. Now we're turning back around and we're gonna head back towards Dubai now. There we go. Now we're turning. Okay, let's head back into that cockpit there. We are heading on towards somewhere there. Let's go back to profile. No, not yet. If we go to profile, it's just gonna nosedive us. Yeah, you were right about that. If that's what you meant. Okay, Uldot coming up, 4240, which we are already kind of at. Then after that, 2000. Okay, you know what we can do? As soon as we cross our next waypoint, we can go back to profile mode, see what this plane is going to start doing. There's our runway, the distance. So we can put that there. Runway is right there. Runway is right here. We're going to reduce the range on that. Auto brakes armed. This is set. That is set. Up here, all our lights are in the right position for now. We're okay. No, we're not. Landing lights. We forgot about landing lights. There you go. Forgot about that. That is down. That is set. We need to put runway turn off lights and nose lights, and that is good. 6-minute ETA. ETA right now would be 10 minutes. If you want the exact towards landing, it will be more like 12 minutes to exact touchdown. Okay, so let's go profile as we come towards VDEV here. We're gonna go towards profile mode. There we go. And now we are over it. Just like that. This aircraft has such difficulty doing this. It's annoying. I'm gonna pull out the speed brakes here. I don't want to miss this approach again. So I'm gonna pull out the speed brakes here so we descend properly. I think we're okay at Old Dot though. We're okay. Although I'm not gonna worry about this. We're okay. It's going to rearm that. I'm gonna put it on localizer. What is a DME? DME is 14. I'm gonna put it on localizer. No, oh wait. So hopefully localizer can capture that. We can reduce our speed. We can put down our slats here to position number 1. That is good enough. Once more, we can reduce that. There we go. Right on the edge there, but we're okay. Waiting for localizer. We should catch it. We should catch it. It's a 2,000 feet. Yeah, it is. Okay, we're good. Yeah, this autopilot is something else. Still waiting on localizer. Let's reduce that. Flaps can go down to 20. But after flaps 20, we have to wait before we can drop the flaps. 2,300. Gear can go down. There we go. And so can our flaps. Check that out. Our flaps are dropping very slowly. There we go. So is our gear dropping as well. Looking good. Do we have a localizer yet? I'm just gonna turn both of these on and wait. 2,000 feet coming up. What is this auto throttle doing? Reference speed of 133. Yeah, that's correct. Leave it there, please. As soon as glide slope is caught, I'm gonna go SkyDolly on it. But let's wait for glide slope here and localizer. Both are yet to be caught. Wait, I didn't tune it in. Crap. It's 111.30. God damn. I forgot about that. 111.30. There we go. Localizer caught. Oh, thank goodness. I forgot about it completely. My bad. It's 299 on this right here. It is 299 on this right here. There we go. 299, 111.30. Done. Now let's see if it will work. It should. Localizer has been caught at least, and glide slope and 1840. We're looking good, ladies and gentlemen. We should be good. Is replay app available? Yeah, I'm waiting for this glide slope, and then I shall turn on SkyDolly. That'll give us replay. Just waiting for this glide slope right here, and then we can turn on SkyDolly. We're looking okay though. This time we're looking okay. Manage mode available. Everything is looking okay right now. Let's see. Yeah, the systems are not... Glide slope caught. SkyDolly on. Okay, we are recording for replay. Good. Coming into land. After we land in Dubai, we gotta find ourselves a little parking somewhere. We'll find one. There we go. $1,500 feet. Speed is all right. Yes, it is. It is this time. It is all good. And you see, because the speed is all good, you can see that the glide slope is not giving me any issues. It's actually following the glide slope well, although the localizer is questionable. See how it's not really following the localizer? Yeah, this aircraft is not very good at it, I'm telling you. But for the most part, it's okay now. Okay, it's time for me to take manual control. 1,000 feet coming up. Just waiting for that 1,000. Okay, my aircraft. Yeah, we're too high. Why is the FD not working properly? If I follow this FD, I'm not gonna make it. See that? The FD doesn't really work for it. I don't know. Wait, let me try this again. I don't know.
400.
All right. Yeah, I think it's okay-ish. I don't know. I just have to. It's not an exact science, clearly.
300.
No minimum set today. It's okay, clear.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Okay. There you go. Auto brake disengaged, reverse thrust disengaged pretty much. I'll give it a bit of brake there. More reverse thrust just so we can stop a little bit more. There we go. Okay, braking and in. That was unnecessary there. Harder than I wanted to land, but it was an okay landing. It was an okay landing. Flight directors off. Flaps up all the way. That off, that off. That's up to taxi there. This on automatic. And yeah, there we go. There we go. Alrighty. You gotta stop being humble. That was better than most simmers. I mean, most simmers kinda, you know. I think people have too many excuses for when things go wrong. I just try to focus on getting it better every time, you know what I mean? So I'm always chasing that perfect. I know it's kind of being harsh on yourself and whatever, but you know, you're chasing that perfect so that you can be better. But yeah, I understand your point, Codes. I do. Anis agrees. Well, I guess you guys are right about it. All right. Let me park this thing a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I'm not turning my thing this way. I do not trust these marshals whatsoever. So there we go. So I'm just gonna go in by myself. Yeah, this guy wants us to turn that way. Get out of here, man. There you go. I don't trust those marshals there. We're set with that. We've got everything else set up. I think it's time for our landing replay, don't you think? Yes, it is. Don't connect. Don't connect yet. I'm going to do landing replay. Don't connect anything. I hope it doesn't connect. Okay, you know what? Before it connects, let's just get out of here and do the landing replay. Let's try that. Yep, landing replay available. I'm going to rewind it quickly. Come on. Okay, there we go. Play, pause, and let's rewind it. Let's go check out that landing. Let's go check out that landing. Land. You know the funny thing about me? I have far better landings in terrible weather, because that's my thing, than I do in normal weather, which is kind of odd. Pause, okay. What is happening right now? Ah, no, don't worry. I know what happened. Je know what happened. I have it under control, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you worry. We're still gonna have landing replay today. Let's have it. There we go. Let's have our landing replay. Number 1. Is there a squeaking noise when rewinding? Yeah, that is just the engine having like a little bit of... it's just the engine noise, you know? When you rewind, it just goes that way. Don't worry about that. Okay, let's check out our first landing replay, and then we'll have a few more, obviously, before we shut down our aircraft. Let's have a look. All right. One thing I don't like is because of the DLSS and the way how the landing gear is, it doesn't help us accurately judge the landing. The interaction between the runway and the landing gear, that's something that's so bad, isn't it? They need to fix that. I mean, it's a flight sim. They need to fix that. Okay, I need to stop being so rough on my landing replay there. It's going to overstress everything, particularly because we're in Dubai, which, like I said, Inibuilds Dubai is not optimized either, so it takes up a lot of frames for no reason. Because Doha has a lot more stuff going on and it takes far fewer frames than Dubai does, so it does have that weird thing. Like I said, not good. Okay, let's check out... No, you know what? Let's check out this view first. Okay, that's us coming into land there. What the heck? Ignore it, don't worry. It's just because of SkyDolly. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I need to replay that, obviously. Let's rewind it. We'll play it from here, yeah? That shouldn't give us any issues. There we go. That shouldn't give us any issues. Oh yes, that was good. I must admit that was pretty decent and pretty good. Let's check that one more time. Yep, the touchdown zones are right there. Couldn't get more textbook than that. The touchdown zones are right there. See, it's right on the touchdown zone. So when you're judging a landing, you've got multiple things to take care of. Obviously, the landing rate, the touchdown rate, the G-force, the touchdown zone, the center line. So this is what you need to judge by. So this one is pretty good. This one has a good combo of all of them. Look at that. Right on the touchdown block. Not even within the zone, it's on the block. So that's good. That is pretty good. Yep. Excellent. Let's have a few more landing replays. It would be a shame to not have a few more landing replays on this one. What shall I try? Let's try this. This one gives a good perspective. After this, we'll try the cabin views. There we go. On point there. Yup. That is good. That is good. I admit. I was being a little too harsh on myself. That was good. That is good. I'll take that. I will take that. Obviously, buttering can be done a bit more here and there and whatever. There's always room for improvement, but that is good. Let's go into our cabin on this side first, or this side first. You know what? Let's try this side first, and then we'll go into the other side. First, it's a cabin. The body gears look fake. What do you mean by that? Alrighty, I love the shake. I love that. Look at that. That is fun. That is fun. Isn't it? Damn, that's a good one. Oh, that's too much. Let's put it somewhere here. And let's go with this one. Let's check this one out. What do you mean the body gears look fake? They don't look fake. It's just DLSS gives ghosting issues. I need to go and swap out DLSS. Very nice. Very, very nice. Too many trees for Dubai, don't you think? Yeah, there are too many trees around. That's for sure. There are too many trees around, that is for sure. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take a look at our last 2 landing replays, after which we're gonna get back to where we left off. There we go. Nice. That is really nice. You can feel everything, the deceleration and everything. It's so cool. Alrighty, last landing replay it is, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna push it right till here, and that's the last landing replay for us today. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty, that is beautiful. That is just beautiful. My gosh. That is wonderful and that is beautiful. It's wonderful and beautiful. Anyway. Anyhow. There we go. Hope you guys enjoyed that landing. Let's go ahead to go back to where we left off with our aircraft here, which I don't need to fast forward too fast today because it is a taxi. It's a gate that's right near us. So we can just fast forward that a little bit. There we go. Ta-da. Let's go. Let's fast forward that and we're right there. Good. Good, 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 good. There we go, that is where we left it off. Alrighty. Oh, why is it moving? Okay, get back in there. Parking brake is set. We need to turn that on. Let's go down here. Let's go to GPU. Let's go up here, switch on that GPU, turn that on, turn that on, turn that on. And let's go down there. And then let's go this off, that off, that off, that off, this up. Let's put that there and let's cut those engines, okay? Let's cut those engines there. There we are. There we are. Let's go up here and cut those. We'll cut those. We'll go to GSX, request loading, request deboarding. Cut those. We'll cut that. We will cut this. Cut that. Cut all of this. We will go up here and cut these because we don't need them for the rest of the day. And what else do we need to cut off? Is there anything else we need to cut off here, ladies and gentlemen? Our APU is still running, honestly. At least for the time being, we can continue running those. That's off. That is off right here. And all of that can come off. This is set. That is set. That is set. This can come to standby now. Okay, we are deboarding once again, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. We are deboarding. And since we're deboarding, we can actually go ahead and shut down our... we don't need our APU, honestly. Just turn off the APU. Just turn it all off. We'll just leave on external power for the time being, right? Cut off the APU there. Leave it on external power and... ta-da. Ta-da. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed that flight today. I really hope you guys enjoyed that flight today. If you did, please leave a like, consider subscribing and commenting, liking, sharing, all that good stuff that you can do on YouTube. I will make a Patreon that I will link, and I'll make the links for it available on YouTube. So that if you guys want to support me, you can. And that would be appreciated, but I'm not going to push too hard, you know what I mean? But sure. Might want to close the L1 door. I do not care about the L1 door, but now that you've mentioned it, I can do that for sure, my mate. You can do that there. The funny part is that the taxiway, the jetway is connected to the wrong place, but it's fine. It's connected to the wrong place. There's no door where the jetway is connected. As a matter of fact, can I correct that? If I remove the jetway, it's in transit, right? Trying to remove it. Now if I say jetway connection, I don't know. Look, I'm not going to mess with this too much, but yeah. Thank you once again, everybody, for watching. Clearly, the GSX profile has issues or whatever is going on right now. I don't really know or understand it, but I'm not really worried about it too much. Let's see what happens. For the time being, though, we're going to leave it here. We had a good flight from Kuwait into Doha, and we had a good flight from Doha into Dubai. Thank you very much, Anas, for sticking around. Thank you very much, Codays, for sticking around. Appreciated. EM, thank you very much, mate, for tuning in. My Coffee did tune in at some point. Thank you very much. Nazim, thank you for tuning in. And Chalito 01, thank you very much for tuning in as well. My Coffee, yeah, thank you so much. Everybody, thank you very much for tuning in to today's stream. Hope you guys had a good time. I did too, and hopefully there's gonna be better things to come as we grow on the channel. Let's find out. But for today, I'm gonna leave it here. Have yourself a good day, and until next time, bye bye.